Hey, what's up everybody? I saw a bunch of you guys waiting in the chat, so figured I'd just get the live stream started early. Appreciate all you guys in here joining me today. It's been a little while since I've done a live stream, so hope you guys have all been well. I kind of wanted to start doing more casual live streams, like maybe just jump on live randomly, maybe in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, and just talk about various boards that I'm riding at the moment. Definitely been staying busy out here in Colorado. We've had a great season, super grateful for that. I know that a lot of the resorts are shut down around the world still, so hoping you guys are able to ride wherever you may be, or you're gonna have the opportunity to ride this season if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. But yeah, I appreciate all of you guys and just here to hang out with you guys. You know, any questions you wanna ask me about snowboarding, whether that's gear related, snowboard tips, traveling, really whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm down. So I'm planning to go live for around 30-40 minutes or so, probably till around 9 o'clock here in the mountains. And yeah, it's I'm glad to be back. The live streams are super fun, so gonna try to make this a more regular thing, you know, maybe even multiple times a week here on the channel. But yeah, I see we got a bunch of people here already. We got Famoof14 here early, Elena, Bad Riders, L Stacker, what is up guys? We got Adam Harms down in New Zealand. I know Bad Riders is down in Australia. We got that snowboarding guy. What's up everybody? Just go through, give some shout outs here for the people that were here early. Ian Angeles asking, have you ridden the Capita Black Snowboard of Death? I have, but not in about 4 seasons. So definitely due for an update. But from what I remember about that board, it's like a stiff, aggressive, free ride carving kind of board, like high speed carver, has some really good directional features as well for powder. So I think it's still true to that kind of design, but I don't know if I'll get the chance to ride it this year. I could, but it's been a real slow snow year here in Colorado, so I don't know if I'll get to do like a proper test. Hopefully we get a dump, like a spring dump here in March or April, but based on how the season's been going, I'm not banking on it, but fingers crossed for sure. Let's see. We got Skidoo Liam, what's up, dude? Aaron McGaffey, I appreciate it, man. Miss you guys as well. Let's hang out here for a little bit. Colin Brockerville, thoughts on the lobster cream? Yeah, that was a really fun board. I do have a video on the channel if you want to see it on snow. Rode it out at Keystone, and it's a cool board. It's like a directional twin. It has a directional outline, but true twin between the contact points. And you know, the staples from Lobster Battalion, full positive camber, triple base technology. But the big thing that caught me by surprise with the cream is actually how soft it is. It's a very playful snowboard, for sure on the softer side of medium, very pressable. And yeah, just a real fun, buttery park board. But check out that video on the channel, getting some laps in at Keystone. Jason Song 86, what's up, dude? We got George Mendoza. Oh man, you want to ship the Solomon? I thought you were here in Colorado. We could just link up, man. I remember you saying that. Hit me up on Instagram. We can talk more about it. David B. Travis Luce. Talking about the doing some follow-up on the Black Snowboard of Death there. Adam Bad Rider saying he's got a Mega Mercury on order, but he's going to be on a War Pig. Mercury, Mega Mercury, and Orca for the season. That's the setup. Nice, dude. The Mega Mercury looks sick. I'm going to try to get on that one before the end of the season if I can. I was actually on Capita board today out at Copper. I've got it right here. This is the Pathfinder. So kind of a sneak peek at the 2022 graphic here. This is a new board on the line for next season. New board. It is, I mean, you know, it's a rebranded version of the horoscope. This is the reverse camber version of the board. It's gonna come in a camber version as well. The rocker version is almost exactly the same as the horoscope. The camber version is obviously going to be a little bit different. Still going to come in at that great price point. You know, just a nice jibby park board, good flex, flat to rocker profile. Had a lot of fun out there out at Copper today on it. So I'll show you that graphic one more time if you can kind of see it there. Threw a sticker on it. If you want a closer look, I did throw up a photo and a video on my Instagram, which is just @Board Archive. You can get like a real quality photo of it up there. We got Approach with Caution Productions. What's up, homie and homies? Road Mount Washington, BC. Hope all is well. Nice, man. Hope you're having a good season, dude. I know the Pacific Northwest has just been getting hammered with snow this year. I'm super jealous. Yeah, it's been, all the powder has been outside of Colorado, I feel like, this year. HBSSTC gonna make it to Bear this season. I don't know, man. I would like to. I feel like I really didn't get to ride it proper last time I was there. So maybe. I'm really not planning on doing much traveling the rest of the season, just kind of staying posted up here in Colorado, but we'll see. There's always a chance if something comes up. Olivia, how do I go on a pond skim? Got to go fast and keep your weight back so you don't catch that nose as you're transitioning from snow to water. And then it feels pretty much like wakeboarding. It's not too bad. What is up, guys? I appreciate all you guys being here. Haven't streamed in a minute and we got 50 people, over 50 people here with us. We'll see how this goes on throughout the stream. David, yo, what's up, dude? It was sweet to meet you today at Copper. Thanks for the stickers. Of course, man. Yeah, it was sick to meet you. I appreciate you saying hello. It's always awesome to meet you guys, and I try to always keep stickers in my back pocket, so if I do run into someone that's stoked on the channel, I can at least throw you a little something. So yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for saying hello. Hope you had a great rest of the day out there. It was a little flat light. It was kind of like mixed between like partly cloudy with a little bit of sun and then straight overcast today at Copper, but it was a pretty fun day. It was a good park day. The rails were sliding good. Robert Fowler, what up, dude? Saying great to see you live again, mate. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's always awesome going live. I don't know why I didn't maintain this, but yeah. I'm here now. I'm back. Going to try to do this more regularly. And like I said, you know, just more casual live streams. I'll try to post up like a scheduled stream in advance, at least a few hours or a day in advance, and then come on for like 30 minutes and just talk boards and hang out with you guys. Peter Wynn, any recommendations on a snowboard shop to hit up in Breck? You know, I'm not super familiar with the shops out in Breck. My go-to is in Denver over at Evo. I love the guys over there. They do a killer job. They have a great selection. The shop is looking amazing. But yeah, I mean, I know there's some big name shops out in Breck. I feel like there's one kind of on the end of Main Street, like near Peak 9, Mountain Wave or something like that. That one's pretty sick. Christie Sports usually has some good stuff as well, but I'm not super familiar with the shops out there, man. Hawks fan, in your opinion, what is the best board for an all-mountain twin? I mainly stick to groomers in the backcountry and occasionally hit the park, all at full speed and charging hard. Good question, man. So, I mean, I guess it depends if you really want to go true twin or if you're okay going slightly directional. I'm a big fan of the Battalion Goliath. That's what I bought for my personal board this season. I've been loving it. It's basically a true twin, has like a slightly directional nose outside the contact points on the front. Plenty of stability, like stiffer side of medium flex, positive camber, triple base. That one's really sick. I'm gonna be testing the new Jones Mountain Twin soon, so I'm stoked on that. Make sure to stay tuned. There'll be a review out on that here shortly, hopefully by April. And I rode the Stratos recently, so if you're looking for maybe more all mountain free ride, that one was really sick. Stiffer side, pretty aggressive board, honestly, really fun carver, but still fun in the park for like hitting jumps. Not really a jibber, but you know, it's got the spoon tech in the nose, so that's pretty sweet. Looking at the Jones line and Battalion line, I'm a fan of that 3D base shapes. But yeah, the Arbor Gucci Pro is another one that I'm a big fan of. You get the grip tech side cut uprise fenders if you get it in the camber version. So check those out. But hit me up on Instagram and we can talk more, man. I appreciate the question. All right, we got Lancelot 007 on a Battalion Magic carpet, 5'10", 210 pounds. Should I go 56 or 59? I'd probably go 59, dude. I haven't ridden the Magic carpet in a few seasons, but the last time I rode it, I rode a 54 and I weigh around 150 pounds. And I found the 54 to be like pretty playful and soft and flexy. So at 210, I don't think the 56 is gonna be enough, man. I'd go to the 59. If you get the 56, you know, it's gonna be real buttery. So really not much stability, man. Adam Harms, officially a mod now. Yeah, I saw your comment right before I went live, and it's actually really easy to add a moderator from the chat, so I got you, dude. Adam, if you guys are new to the live streams or the channel, Adam has been around for a long time. We've ridden with him in New Zealand a few times, and he's just a homie, good dude, loves board tech as well. So yeah, dude, solid moderator for this channel for sure. Liam, I have not ridden Mount St. Louise, man, or Louise. I'm not even sure where that is. Where's that mountain at? Alex Salvatore, sup TJ, how's your season been? Dude, it's been good. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, it's been kind of a weird snow year here in Colorado. I feel like it's just kind of been November conditions all season. But it's, you know, it's starting to feel kind of like spring now. Really fun park laps. We should be getting some more sun through this month and next month. Breck is set to stay open till the end of May. So it's been great, man. I kind of re-injured my ankle back in January. I had an injury February 2020 that put me out for months. Just a really bad sprained ankle, partially tore some ligaments in there, and kind of re-injured that a little bit in January. So took it real easy for about a month, and then I've just been riding as many boards as possible through February, and plan to continue that through March, man. So it's been really good. Low on powder, unfortunately, but can't complain, man. Been boarding a bunch, and I'm stoked. All right, we got Bathwater asking, how do you get over the mindset that if you try a new trick, you'll hurt yourself? Well, dude, I think you just have to like incrementally just go slightly outside your comfort zone. You know, work on the fundamental skills that you're gonna need for that trick so you can build up your confidence. And then, you know, try to pick like a mellow feature at first to learn it. You know, depending on the trick, it could be like a ride-on box or like a side hit or something like that before you take it to a park jump, or a bigger box or a rail or something like that. And slowly work your way up, man. That's the way you got to do it. And you know, it is a little bit scary learning new tricks, but I think as long as you're comfortable with those fundamentals, then you know you'll get that progression that you're looking for. Shane, I've got a Yes Greats. Can I get a deep carve on it? So the Greats does have a little bit of width to it. You know, with that mid bite, it steps out underfoot, which is helpful for laying over carves. It's a good all mountain board. I wouldn't say it's like a carving specialist or anything like that, but you can get some pretty good carves on it. You know, and if you are on a board like say that's not like a super wide carving specialist, like say, you know, the Party Wave Plus is really fun for carving, or the Battalion Party Wave. You can focus on ankle flexion. So the more you flex your ankles, the less edge angle you have on your board. So the more you can lean it over or lean your body over without getting that heel or toe drag. So it's a little bit tougher on a more narrow board, but you can definitely do it. It just takes more focus on the technique. It's good to see L Stacker on the chat. Game time, let's go. How's it been over in Idaho, man? Also, can you guys hear me okay? Is like the audio synced up with the video? I haven't streamed in a while. I don't think anything is gonna die. Like the camera and the mic should be good for the stream, but just wanna make sure everything sounds and looks good. If you guys wanna let me know in the chat. Adam Cyrils, what's up, man? It is good. Dude, I miss everyone in Whistler as well. I mean, big shout out to all the Whistler homies, Kevin, Chris, Andreas, everyone out there. They've had such a killer season. I wish I could have been up there. And you know, I feel like I love Colorado, and the variety you get with the mountains here is amazing, but Whistler really is a special place. So I hope to get back up there soon. I was hoping to visit for spring, but we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully soon. But stoked you made it out to Whistler, Adam. All right, we got Kevin ZQ. Hey TJ, I've been doing jumps for this season, like basic grabs and 180s. I want to get into jibs and rails. Do you think a soft and longer board are good choices? So actually, Kevin, shorter boards are going to be easier for jibbing. So when you have a longer board, you know, whether you're going board slide or trying to do a front lip or, you know, whatever you're trying to do, you've really got to pay attention to those tips on a longer board. You know, even going board slide, you can hit the nose into the rail if you're not careful. Front lip, it's real easy to hit the tail as you're going up and over the rail. So the shorter boards are more like skate style. So they're not only is it less swing weight, so it's easier to whip around and like get positioned for the rail, but yeah, boards that are shorter are going to make it a little bit easier, and yeah, softer flexing tends to be a little bit easier for rails as well, especially if you're trying to learn presses and things like that, like those more technical rail tricks where you need the torsional flex for like spins out, or you know, trying to do a nose press or tail press. A softer board's obviously going to be easier. So that would be my 2 cents on that, man. And I have a video on the channel I posted back in November recommending a few boards that are good to learn park. So I think you might be interested in some of those. Alex Kim, you need to try the dance hall. I know, dude. If anyone in Colorado has a dance hall that I can ride, I'm trying to ride it. Henry O, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. I appreciate all you guys checking out the videos. And we got about 75 people on the chat here with us. Big shout out to all of you guys. I appreciate it. And we got a super chat from Carrie. Appreciate it, Carrie. Hope you're well. Hope you and the fam are doing good. She's saying she just booked a Perisher trip and get to wear her awesome new Board Archive hoodie. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm so stoked you picked one up, Carrie. I know you had the original. Now you got the new version of it in the black camo. I hope you like it. I'm pretty stoked on how they turned out. And honestly, I am so surprised at like how quickly they sold out. Like 2XL and medium sold out the first day. It was crazy. So thank you guys so much for the support. I actually still have some left. I'm not sure exactly how many, but they're all size small. I ordered too many size small. So if you're interested in picking up a hoodie, I'm not wearing it right now, but it's a black camo hoodie. It's linked in the description. If you're interested and you're seeing it here on the chat, hit me up on Instagram and I'll give you a discount code if you want to pick one up, but only size small left. Awesome. People saying the video and audio sounds good. Appreciate it. Oh, we got someone saying the audio is delayed. Well, we'll see if we get any more feedback here. I can adjust the delay, but I'm probably not going to mess with that right now. I'll watch this back and try to make some corrections. Sorry if it's annoying anybody. All right, let's try to get through some questions here. Let me get back to my spot. Oh yeah, also let me know where you guys are joining us from in the chat. Like, I feel like people join from all over the world, so it's always cool to hear where you guys are from. David coming through with the shop recommendation in Breck Underground and Gravity in Copper. Yep, I know the one in Copper. I've been spending a good bit of time out there lately, but I haven't been to Breck much over the last like 3 years. So, but yeah, like I said, you know, my go-to shop is Evo over in Denver. Man, you guys are coming through with the comments. Thank you guys. Let me catch my spot here, and we'll try to do a little speed run through some of these questions. Viraj, do you listen to music while boarding? If you do, what device do you put in your ears? I do, and I use Apple AirPods. I feel like there's a little controversy around that. People feel like they're gonna fall out, but they have never fallen out, and I love the tap feature. I'd be open to other wireless headphones as long as they had the tap, but that is so clutch. Lisa asking how long it took for my ankle to heal from last season, saying she sprained her ankle really bad and starts physical therapy tomorrow. Fingers crossed for May. Lisa, wishing you the best. I've had 2 really bad ankle injuries, and they have been the longest to heal. I mean, I hope you went to a doctor right away and got it checked out by like a proper physician, you know, got an x-ray if you needed to, or an MRI to check ligament damage. Basically what I did, I made a huge mistake. I went to a physical therapist, and they basically made me feel like I was kind of just like being a baby for complaining about it. And I could just like tape it up and I'd be fine. I mean, they did some tests, you know, some stability tests, and they were like, yep, there's no instabilities in the ankle. You should be good to go, just tape it up. And so that's what I did. And then like 3 months later, I went to a physician and got an MRI, and I actually partially tore 2 ligaments. So that took me months, unfortunately. So hopefully yours isn't too bad. I feel like if it's a mild sprain, you know, you can bounce back pretty quickly. But it's just so situational, you know. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for you. How's the backcountry stuff going with the crazy Avi conditions this year? From Lim Soup. It's been good. I've been taking the sled out. I've taken it out, you know, 7 or 8 times, and I've just been keeping it real mellow in the backcountry. I got an Avi cert this year, and just been sticking to low angle terrain. You know, you can have a lot of fun on 25, 27 degree terrain where you're going to avoid most avalanches. So that's what I've been doing, but we're just missing the snow, man. It's been kind of weird. So I haven't spent a ton of time in the backcountry, maybe like 10 days out of the season. Isaac, I just ordered the Union Atlas 2022s. Are they good? Yeah, man, they are my all-time favorite binding. I love the Union Atlas. I've been riding them for a couple of years. I'm on the Kazoo Pro Model Atlas this year, and they're sick. I use them as an all-around, do everything binding. I like that added responsiveness and stability you get over the Strata, even though the Stratas are super comfortable, super damp. But yeah, I think the Atlas is still plenty tweakable for park riding and just a great all-mountain binding. So I think you're going to be stoked on them unless you were looking for something real soft. Like, they're not a super soft binding. They're like stiffer side and medium flex on the high back. But they're great. I love them. Charlesy, TJ, you got to hit Wolf Creek for POW this season. Tough year around here, but Wolfie is hitting. Yeah, dude, I didn't make it out for any of the storms. I know you guys got like 4 feet in a week, and that definitely would have been the time to go down there. If there is a storm, I'm keeping my eyes peeled on it. You know, I've got my snow alert set for Wolf Creek, so if a storm comes, I'll take the sled down there, hopefully get a crew together, and I'd love to ride the resort. I've never ridden there, and sled down there as well would be sick. But yeah, that's been like the one place in Colorado that's actually had some legit powder days. Reggie, I appreciate it, man. We got Red's Cap on the chat. And we got Korean Jesus with the super chat. Appreciate it, dude. Looking for some boot recommendations. I have a United Shapes Orbit because of my review. Appreciate it. Glad it helped you out. With Union Forces, and currently have Nike Vapin Boas, which are way too soft. That's sick. You're running Nike still. I had the Zoom Force 1s, and I miss Nike boots. I wish I would have bought some Lunar Endors back when they were out, but yeah, man, boots are tricky, you know. It sounds like with your setup, particularly with the Orbit, you know, it's a pretty aggressive board. You might want to go for a slightly stiffer boot. I'm running the Ride Fuse this year. I was running them last year as well. I just got a new pair this year, and they're more of a mid-flex boot, but they're great. I like them a lot. It's more of a narrower fit. I mean, if you're looking for something stiffer, you know, I mean, it depends on the brand, you know, like 32 is going to have a bit of a wider fit with a really good heel pocket, like an aggressive heel pocket. So you could check out something like the TM2 from 32, or the TM3 even. You could, on the ride line, you could look at something like the Insano if you're looking for something like super stiff. The K2 Thraxis is another like insanely stiff boot. That's it's like a ski boot, but it's a snowboard boot. So yeah, dude, but when it comes to boots, you know, you really got to try them on, just because they're going to fit everyone's foot differently. So you got to find at least what brand works for you, and then try to, you know, work within the spectrum they have on the line. But there's a few ideas for you at least, man. I appreciate the support, dude. Famoof asking if I've ridden a Weston. I have not, no. I'd like to. It looks like they make some quality stuff. I know they're based here out of Colorado, so it'd be sick. But I have not had the chance yet. Jason Song saying he's been riding the Solomon Assassin for a while, trying his buddy's Never Summer Ripsaw, and it just felt kind of dead. Is it new board time, or it's just how it is? So are you saying the Ripsaw felt dead? Because I mean, the Assassin is camber dominant. I think there's a little bit of flat towards the contact points there to mellow it out, but yeah, the Ripsaw is going to be totally different, you know, and figuring out like the sweet spot for ollies to get pop out of the board on those reverse camber boards, or like the rocker dominant. There's still camber in there, obviously, but you load it up differently, so it's a totally different feel. And until you figure that out, it can feel kind of dead. But you can get some good pop out of the Never Summer boards for sure. And actually, speaking of which, I'm gonna have a review on the Proto Slinger dropping tomorrow morning. One of the reasons I wanted to do the live chat today, I didn't want to just post a video out of nowhere without at least saying hello to everybody. So yeah, that's going to be dropping tomorrow, and I've been riding so many boards, guys. So I've got a bunch of reviews coming up. I've got kind of like a new, similar to the reviews I posted in the fall, but I think you're going to be stoked on the new like formula for the video. So definitely let me know, check it out in the morning, and give me some feedback, so I can make adjustments for, you know, at least for the edits for the future ones. But I've been riding a bunch of boards. I'm stoked to share all that with you guys. Nathan Forrest, dude, I don't know if we need to be talking about that type of stuff on the snowboard chat, man. But interesting question. Lim Soup saying he's stoked on the Stratus. Yep, the Jones Stratos is sick. I just sent that back to Jones the other day, but I had a good time on it. All right. We got 90 people on the chat here. Welcome everybody. Appreciate you. We're going to keep this going for a little bit longer while we still got some questions coming in here. I'm going to scroll down and just catch up on the questions here. Beans vlog, how did you like Kirkwood of all the Tahoe mountains? So I only got to ride Heavenly in Kirkwood, but I was very impressed, man. I didn't know that there was terrain like that in Tahoe. Like, I've seen some pretty sick stuff at Squaw. I didn't get a chance to get out there, but Kirkwood was awesome. Like, I mean, it snowed 6 feet the day before we were there, so I mean, it was kind of a special day, but aside from that, the terrain was really sick. Like, a lot of natural features, gullies, drops, trees. It was a really cool mountain. Definitely hope to spend more time out there. Durf asking if the Burton step-ons are good for jumps. You know, I haven't ridden the step-ons in a while. I did take some park laps on them, and they felt fine when I rode them in Mammoth a couple seasons ago. I did hit some jumps with them and they felt good, but I would like to do like another proper test. So I am in contact with some people at Burton. I'm gonna get some boards through the end of the season here, and hoping to get on the step-ons as well for at least a day. And I plan to do a park test, some spring park laps on the K2 clickers as well. So hopefully both those things go down. I can share that experience with you guys, and then also do like a comparison video. I'd really like to get that done this year. Angie J, I appreciate it. She's saying she ordered some stickers. Thank you so much for the support. Yes, 6 stickers for 10 bucks, worldwide shipping if you guys are interested. Help support the channel, and they're all waterproof. I'm pretty stoked on them. Linked in the description as well. Snowboarding guy saying he rode North Star today. That's what's up. Angie J, what's a good powder board that's good on groomers? You know, Angie, you'd be surprised. Most of the directional shapes, like the directional powder shapes, are a lot of fun on groomers. You know, that as particularly boards that have like camber in the profile, combined with a taper and a setback. Really, really fun carving experience. You know, a little bit stiffer, mid-flex to medium stiff is going to be helpful as well for that. But the Jones Hovercraft comes to mind. That one's really fun. It's kind of like an alternative free ride board. Super fun carver, gonna float well also. But there's a bunch, man. Like I rode the Jones, I don't want to harp on Jones too much, but I rode their, the Storm Wolf, the combination between the Storm Chaser, which I used to own, and the Lone Wolf, which is like a big 174, I think, board. And they put a 9-meter side cut radius on it. Super, super fun for carving, even with that swallowtail. The Hovercraft has a pretty large side cut as well. I think it's close to 9 meters, if not right there. But yeah, those are the things I'd be looking for, like a bigger side cut and a little bit of directionality for that powder carving combo. Another one that I really, really like right now is the Battalion Party Wave and the Party Wave Plus particularly. Really fun carver, has that same combo, but it's also volume shifted, so it's really wide, so you can lay that thing over and not worry about heel or toe drag, and it's a really fun carver. Oh, we got Kevin on the chat. Snowboard Pro Camp, what's up, dude? Stoked to see you on here, man. Yeah, first live chat in a minute. Does the Mind Expander Twin remind you of any Battalion boards? Dude, honestly, I was really surprised at how soft it was. Like, it's really playful in the tips. Like, I was coming off a pretty stiff board the couple days before, but it threw me off the first couple of laps. Like, trying butters, I was like sliding out all over the place. It took me a few laps to get used to. But I would say like more playful than the Evil Twin, like probably closer to like the Global Warmer or the Wally or something like that. Like something pretty soft and jibby. But it's cool because it's like, it's wide, it's got the spooned tips, it's got the traction tech. It's a pretty sweet board. What did you think about it? We were yeah, so Kevin and I were riding the Mind Expander Twin the same day, but he was in Whistler and I was at Copper. Yeah, I'd be curious to hear your thoughts as well, dude. All right, we got Ayadal with the super chat. Which resorts on the Epic and Icon passes have the best terrain parks for someone looking for jumps with 5 to 10 feet gaps? So at least here in Colorado, you know, Copper has a pretty good variety of features for like the full scope of progression. It's basically like a training facility out there. It's crazy. So Woodward Copper is awesome. I haven't been to Eldora, but I would imagine they're pretty sick as well, or Winter Park. But Keystone has some good like mini jumps as well this year with like kind of a 5 to 10 foot gap. Breck's jumps are all they're pretty much like medium. I haven't been to Peak 9. Usually they have a smaller park on Peak 9, so that might be going, but I would say Copper and Keystone, those have been my two go-tos, and they have some smaller jumps for you. And Reggie with the support, appreciate it, man. Supporting the channel, love from the OG homies, DWCP. Revive the live chat. All right, man, I'm on it. Yeah, gonna try to do more impromptu, like 30-minute live chats, maybe with shorter notice, but just kind of pop on here and hang out. So hopefully you guys are stoked on that. But yeah, thank you, Reggie. Appreciate it, brother. Ryan Jacob, any giveaways? Maybe. I would like to give away a snowboard. I'd like to figure out a way to make that happen. Maybe more than one snowboard and maybe some other stuff as well. I did a merch giveaway earlier this season, so yeah, I think we'll do a end of season giveaway for sure. Let me scroll up here. Matthew Gagnon. Love the content, keep it up. Any board you'd recommend for a beginner, not big on the park yet? I've been looking out for the Yes Basic, but all sold out. Oh man, that's like my go-to recommendation for a beginner board. I definitely would look for like a more price point, true twin, softer flexing board. Most brands are gonna have something like that on the line. Another one, probably like my top one other than the Basic is the Horoscope. And that's gonna be replaced by this board next year. So this is the Pathfinder, basically exactly the same as the Horoscope. So if you can find, you know, a Horoscope for a good deal or keep your eyes peeled for the Pathfinder, that'd be another good option. But yeah, that's kind of what you're looking for, like softer flexing, true twin, not too expensive. If you're a beginner, you know, I think that's a good place to start. You know, FG4 saying he was the reason why he got the Twin Pig this season. Love to hear that, dude. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I really liked my Twin Pig. I noticed there's a bunch of them on the mountain here in Colorado. I've noticed like several at Copper just today. Grant Benson, hey TJ, if you had to choose between the Lobster Haldor Pro or the Evil Twin for North Carolina riding, which would you pick? I'd pick the Evil Twin because I feel like it's just a little bit softer, a little bit more playful, more that mid-flex, maybe just on the softer side of medium. I don't think you need anything too aggressive for North Carolina. They're pretty similar boards, but I think the Evil Twin I would lean more towards that. It's one of my all-time favorites as well. Pigley asking what size jacket I wear. I'm wearing a large on that 686 jacket. Bruh, sweet. What board reviews can we look forward to seeing soon? There's I won't name them all. I don't think I could off the top of my head, but the Battalion Wally, the Never Summer Proto Slinger, the Spring Break Twin back there is I'm gonna save that for the fall because that's a 2022 board. All next season's boards that I'm riding right now, I'm gonna drop those reviews in the fall. But a bunch of Battalion reviews, the Party Wave Plus, the Fun Kink, and several others on the Battalion lineup. I've got a few Nitro boards, the Nitro Squash, the Nitro Super Team, the Nitro Slash, a good bit. Yeah, the Ride Helix and the Ride Berserker is going to be coming up before the end of the season. So there's a good bit, and it should be a nice mix. So I'm stoked to have ridden all these boards, and yeah, I'm a little behind on the editing. Sorry guys, but it's been good testing out all these boards, and the reviews are coming starting tomorrow. Kevin following up, the Mind Expander Twin was super fun. Definitely noticed the width in a good way for float and powder. We'll have to feel out the flex level more next time. Need to take it into the park. Definitely, dude. Yeah, I think you'll like it in the park, man. I feel like it's kind of a playful park board, and I'm stoked that you got the like proper powder test with it. I know you just had like an insane dump in Whistler riding with Maddie and those guys. I wish I would have been there, man. But yeah, if you guys are curious, the Mind Expander Twin from Jones is it's like a late release this year, going to be on the line next year. But yeah, they made a twin version of the Mind Expander. So if you got powder questions about it, Kevin's your guy. Hit him up. Aaron Burila, appreciate it, dude. Saying just glad I found your page. Keep it up. Thank you, man. Brody asking what goggles I use. I use the Dragon PXV goggles. Been on them for 2 seasons. Really, really like them. They're great. And I think I'm going to be trying out some M4s here soon. I know Kevin's been on those the last couple seasons. My buddy Bo has been wearing those as well. And I'm stoked to get on something with a magnetic lens. I really want to try those out. But for the last couple years, the Dragon PXV. Ked, what's a good board for almost strictly butters? I like to lean towards Battalion. I really like the triple base technology feel for butters. You know, the Wally is a great one for butters. Super Flexy has the Wally tip as well for like jamming it into the snow without getting caught up. That one's awesome. Soft flexing. I think that actually the Never Summer Proto Slinger, which is like the evolution of the Fun Slinger, is really fun as well. That's going to have that rocker dominant profile, which helps get you more leverage. Honestly, the Yes Basic and the Horoscope, the beginner boards I like to recommend, are really fun for butters as well. And the Mind Expander Twin, that thing is super buttery. But yeah, I look for that like softer flex. Combined with some sort of 3D tech in the nose or tail that make it less catchy. I think that's a really fun combination for butters. So yeah, there's a few boards to get you started looking around. Isaac, I have not ridden any signal boards, man. I would like to. They look fun. Jose Bautista with the eyes emoji super chat. Appreciate it, dude. Stoked you're here, man. Thanks for hopping on. It's like 11 on the East Coast now. It's getting kind of late. And Alex Kim asking if I'd be interested in borrowing their 147 dance hall. I think 147 might be a little too small, man. I don't think that if I rode the 47, I don't think I would do the board justice. Hopefully I can find something a little bit bigger, like in the low 150s. But thank you so much for the offer, dude, and for the super chat. That's epic. All right, guys, let's get through some more questions here. Thank you guys for all the questions. We got 100 people on the stream. You guys are all legends. Thank you. Thank you for the support. It means everything. Thank you, guys. Rob Gams on the chat. What's up, Rob? Hope everything's good down in Oregon. Famoof asking, or he says the thumbnail for the stream is sick, asking what board that was. Actually, no, he's not, but I'm going to tell you. That's the Battalion Goliath. That's my personal board for the year. I was out at Copper early season. Wei Chun Lee, what's your favorite board for tight tree runs? So, I mean, for powder trees versus like, you know, when there's not powder snow, you know, the trees tend to get pretty carved out and very like snake track kind of. I don't think it matters as much when there's not powder. I mean, something that's a little bit directional does help, just have that shorter tail to swivel quickly. But on powder, I really like boards that have a swallowtail and have that like shorter tailed like directional shape, you know. The Storm Chaser was one of my favorites. It has like no tail, it turns so fast, so that one was really fun for powder trees. But yeah, those boards with the swallowtail and that more directionality to them for the POW help get those quick turns, which feels really good. Samsa, how's the Battalion Fun Kink? It's good, man. I'm glad I got to get on that one again. It's flex-wise, it's kind of similar to the Evil Twin, but it has the 99% twin shape, that slightly longer nose outside the front end there to help you out in soft snow, so a little bit more all mountain, but it's not super aggressive. So I think it's just kind of like a good, more middle of the road all mountain kind of board. It's fun. Raz, what's the trick to try on a jump that's big for me? Is there a trick to do when the jump is a bit large and uncomfortable rather than doing a straight air? Well, I definitely think, you know, having some kind of safety grab for straight airs, you know, help make that a little more comfortable, whether that's a tail grab or, you know, an indie or a nose grab or whatever it is. And I mean, my go-to is front three and back three. I probably lean a little bit more towards front three. So I would just like really dial in a trick on a jump that you're comfortable on, something you can do, you know, without even being warmed up, and you just have that dialed and try to take that to bigger jumps. So, but I think, you know, a straight air with a safety grab isn't bad. I think that's not a bad place to start either. Ice Wallow, are you ever going to review an actual carving board? Probably not, dude. I would be open to riding some maybe one day if I have the opportunity, or getting on like a Donek carving board. Hopefully ride with Napton before the season is over, but I don't think that's something I'm going to really focus on. It'd be more like a one-off type deal. I feel like if you're getting a carving specific board from a brand that makes those types of boards, you probably don't need to watch a review on it, to be honest. I don't know. What do you guys think? Camera question from Adam. GoPro Max versus Insta360. Insta360 had an accident, so I'm contemplating a replacement. Personally, I like the interface, like the software for editing on the Max better. You just use the GoPro player. There is going to be an extra step no matter what for the 360 cameras when you're actually filming in 360, because you have to reframe everything, as I'm sure you know. But another thing I really like with the Max is the Max Super View, and then the file comes out as an MP4, but you get a little bit of a wider view versus like say the Hero 9 in Super View without the Max View attachment. So I'm probably going to continue to use the Max, I think, moving forward. I might test out some more Insta360s if they send one out, but I don't know. I haven't tried the newer ones yet. All right, everybody. Kevin saying reunion this April at Mount Hood. Dude, if you can get down in April, that would be so sick. But yeah, we'll be with our homie Garrett out there. Dude, yeah, that's going to be awesome. Jose saying he'd love to meet up with us at Mount Hood. Jose, I think since I'm gonna have the spring pass, I'll probably go up in May as well. So if you want to head out there, keep me posted and maybe we can link up out there in May. Thank you guys for all the questions here. I'm just kind of scrolling through right now. Got a little support here from Matthew Gagnon. I appreciate it. He's just saying appreciate the advice. No problem, dude. Thank you for being on the live chat. All right, guys. Well, I went a little bit longer than I thought I was going to go tonight. It was fun hanging out with you guys, but I do have a few things I need to take care of this evening before it gets too late. So I think I'm going to call it here, but thank you guys so much for joining me on the chat here tonight. Like I said, I'm going to try to pop these up a little more often. Maybe short notice. I'll try to give you a little bit of notice with them. Probably like 30-minute chats, but just start doing them a lot, you know, not like anything too formal or crazy. So yeah, make sure, you know, if you have board questions, you're welcome to come here, hit me up. I'll try to help you out as best I can. And other than that, you know, I'm trying to ride basically Monday through Friday and just get on as many boards as I can through the rest of the season. So appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all the support. Thank you guys for being here. And I see a few more questions coming through. Yeah. All right, I'll answer your question, man. But thank you. Love you too, bro. What are your thoughts on the Capita Outsiders? I haven't seen much reviews on it. So I do have a review on it. I think Kevin does as well. And it's like a stiffer side of medium, like more aggressive park board. It's more of like a jump focused park board. You know, good all mountain freestyle kind of board because it's going to come through with that stability. But as far as park riding goes, it's a really fun jumper. So that's like my quick 2 cents on that. But go back, try to find the reviews. I tested it out at Mount Hood a couple seasons ago. I think Kevin tested it out in Europe. Well, he owned it, so he rode it a bunch. But yeah, it's a fun board. Definitely a little more aggressive. Awesome. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. See you soon, and make sure to check out the Proto Slinger review tomorrow morning and give me some feedback. Let me know what you think about the format and the style of the video. I'd appreciate it. Take care, guys.